Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, our group will be presenting our assignment where we have been asked to do some research on a logistic company and study about the structure company itself. And all the information gathered from the research, we're going to fit and design a poster. So, today, our group has choose the Hershey company. And we all do know that Hershey company is one of the largest and biggest chocolate manufacturing company in the world. So they have so much product, and our group only focusing on the Kisses chocolate. So for your information, Kisses chocolate have been designed as a shape flat bottom teardrops, and these bite-sized chocolate are wrapped with square lightweight aluminum foil and have a narrow paper coming out from the top of the chocolate. So in this presentation, we'll be focusing on four main elements, which is the first one, how the product been made. Second, the logistic process. Third, the order processing. And lastly, warehousing and manufacturing activities. So let's check out how these kisses been made.
Hi, my name is Haziqah binti Zainal Abidin. So I will continue to explain about our product, which is Hershey's Kisses have been made. So we have a few steps to produce the Hershey's Kisses, and as your information, we produce our product by using the cocoa beans to become a chocolate. The first step is the pods growing on the trees, and we choose the best pods to being harvest the beans. Other than that, we should do fermenting beans to break down the bitter taste. This is because fermenting bean is more important to help the beans more digestible. However, we should soak the beans at least 24 hours in the warm water. After we fermenting the beans, we also should dry the beans into an oven or dehydrator. We can know when the beans are already dry when the beans quite crisp, and it also depends on the size of the beans. Furthermore, the next step is the beans we will put into the huge roaster to a flavor for 35 minutes, where the shell of the cocoa beans will spread from the cocoa bean kernel. Once the beans are roasted, we will do the next step, which is cracking and grind the beans with sugar to a flavor of chocolate. The process where the sweet and chocolate flavor will develop. Other than that, the conch machine will rotate the chocolate and the other ingredient at least 1 hour or 1 day to make sure the bitter taste is gone. We put the chocolate into the conch machine. This is because we want to make sure the texture of the chocolate will be creamy and smooth. Then, before we pack the Hershey's Kisses chocolate, we must do tempering and also molding the chocolate. Why we should do the temper of chocolate? This is because it can give the chocolate bars that customer eats will finish glossy, shiny appearance, and that nice net when the customer eat. If we don't actively temper our chocolate, we might get lucky or we might not. Then, about the chocolate liquor, it will be tempered and cool until it's mold. Our product, Hershey's Kisses, are deposited onto a large conveyor belt that take them into a cooling tunnel. And finally, our last step is packaging, and we are ready to distribute our Hershey's Kisses to a few countries. When the Kisses chocolate exit the cooling tunnels and head to the wrapping machines, where we are wrapped at the highest speeds. For your information, the Hershey's Kisses wrapped in a square of lightweight aluminum foil and a narrow of strip of paper called a plum stick out from the top of each Hershey's Kisses wrapper. And the last one is the Kisses moved to the sorting machine and went to get boxed. After the Hershey Kisses get boxed, and we are all ready to ship off our product Hershey Kisses to stores at around the country. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Lyana Sahira, and right now I'll be presenting about Hershey's logistic process. So basically, there are three main countries that are involved in this process, and these countries are Ghana, Singapore, and also Melbourne, Australia. So for the first process, dry cocoa beans are packed into sacks and put into trucks to be taken to Ghanaian port in Ghana, where they are placed in containers. So this is how the first process looked like before they ship the cocoa beans to Singapore. Once the containers are filled, they are packed onto a ship and shipped across the sea to the port of Singapore. At the port of Singapore, they put onto a truck to be taken to the processing factory. The cocoa products are produced at the processing factory, and then taken back to the port of Singapore to be shipped to Australia. So for the second step in Hershey logistic process, as I mentioned before, it is where cocoa products are produced, and this picture shows how the cocoa are produced in the processing factory at Singapore. From Singapore, they are taken by ship to Port of Melbourne, where they are once again placed on trucks and to be taken to the manufacturing factory. After being manufactured, the products are loaded onto pallets and put into trucks and transported them to the warehouses where orders are assembled. After that, they are loaded into trucks and distributed them to the supermarket and retail outlets. So basically, these are the flow of the logistic process from Ghana to Singapore, from Singapore to Melbourne, Australia. Next, for this picture, it is a map that shows the transport process of Hershey's product.
So today, I will be showing to all of you the manufacturing activity in the Hershey company. So today, I will be explaining the manufacturing activities in the Hershey's company. So, the most important keyword about the Kisses chocolate is the quality, and that's why every cocoa beans harvest in the Ghana farm will be through an inspection process. So, in the manufacturing itself, there are a few processes such as fermenting, tempering, cracking, grinding, molding, and lastly, the packaging. So, what makes Kisses chocolate our favorite is because the quality and these little bite mouth chocolate are very tasteful and rich because they put the love and the symphony in a recipe to ensure that customer will satisfied. Also, the packaging, Kisses are wrapped with lightweight square aluminum foil with a significant narrow paper Kisses. So that's why our favorite chocolate will be the Kisses chocolate. So that's all for the manufacturing activities of the Hershey's. Now I will be explaining the warehousing activities of the Hershey's. Based on Robert Hughes, the warehouse activities is a set of activities that involve in receiving and storing of goods and prepare them for the reshipment. Warehouse operation is to ensure that we can satisfy customer needs while utilizing space, equipment, and labor. So this is the basic layout of warehouse. First, we have the inbound activities where receiving happens. We unload and check the shipment and inspecting before entering the warehouse. Next, we have the process. Order picking is a process of pulling items of inventory to fill a customer order. Next, the replenishment. Replenishment is the movement of inventory from upstream to downstream. This is to ensure that we can keep inventory flowing through the supply chain by maintaining efficient order. We also have the stock rotation. We arrange the oldest unit in the inventory so they can sold before the newer unit. There are two methods. We have FIFO, first in and first out, and we also have the barcode of date of manufacturer system. Lastly, the outbound activities where packaging happens. This is to ensure that we can minimize the damage that can occur after an item has left the production line. Lastly, the shipping. This is the confirmation of order and invoicing happen. And then the production of the kisses will leave the warehouse and then distributed throughout the city in the world, and that's how the warehouse activity in the Hershey happens. So that is the manufacturing activity in the Hershey company. So next, move on to the order processing.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Haziq Alif bin Amin. So today, I will explain you about how Hershey make order processing. Before that, let me explain you what is order processing. Order processing is process or workflow associated with picking, packing, and delivery of packed item to shipment carrier is a key element of order fulfillment. Like, it's hard to understand, but the best way to understand what is order processing is the process you take order and delivery product to the customer. Everyone know Hershey is a good chocolate, delicious chocolate. It's a big brand that produce a lot of variety chocolate. Everyone love kisses, but I don't like chocolate. It's okay. We can learn how Hershey make order processing, especially for kisses. So first thing first, they need demand. Without demand, they cannot produce kisses. Without demand, they cannot get a profit. Without demand, their name kisses cannot have at market. So the important part is demand. Demand from who? Demand from customer like us. So next, after have a demand, we move to the second step is stock. Like, have a stock or no? If have a stock, Hershey just make a delivery, make a plan to transportation delivery to the customer. But how about don't have stock? They need to go to the third step, which is order material. Order material is like you Hershey buy a resource, a raw material to make sure they have a resource to make a product like kisses. For example, kisses need cocoa, and they buy from the Ghana cocoa farm. So after that, they go to the third step, which is inspection. This part show the functional of quality control at Hershey company. Quality control, why? They need to control their quality of chocolate. They control their quality of cocoa. So the best way is control to make sure the taste is same like every kisses that they are produced, because people now they like and love product and chocolate with high quality. Okay, next go to manufacture. So for your information, over the past year, 16 million piece of kisses produced every day. Like have a lot of demand that customer that Hershey get from the customer, so they need to produce a best quality, and the manufacturer need to produce to fulfill what customer want. After that, warehouse. This step is more focused on distribution. Before distribution, it is because at the warehouse have an activity like packaging. So for your information, the packaging of kisses is like pyramid, and have a logo like kisses. So it's like for marketing to make sure people impressed with their chocolate. Just not only for their delicious chocolate. It's important to make a marketing to make sure the packaging look nice and look elegant. So after that, we go to delivery. For this step, Hershey need to plan their delivery. Some other they use lorry, kapal terbang, shipment to make sure everyone can get Hershey Kisses. So for the last part is distribution, delivery, go to the customer. So we finish meaning of the process of taking order and sending product to the customer. So I hope you understand the order processing of Hershey. Bye.